Okay, we're gonna do a recap on day nine. Day nine. Day nine was a good day because we had a winning trade, and we have to talk about something. But yeah, um, this is the reason I do the videos, so I can rewatch what I used to trade, well, what I trade or not. But in the future is watch again what I used to trade, the conditions I used to watch, and I used to consider to enter markets and watch markets. So, okay, um, there was a mistake that led me to losing a trade, but we won a trade today, but we could have had two winning trades instead of one. Um, and we need to remember this because this is very important. Mm, so the market that we were currently watching, okay, the market that we were currently watching was JPN225 because it was just going and going and going. But I made the mistake of waiting until this candle instead of this. Why is that an important mistake? It's because, yeah, right here it's unbelievable momentum. But I made the mistake of um, putting like an imaginary pin on this, and you'll see. We'll start the story here, where the market was going good, it was putting good momentum, and I wanted to get behind this. And we started leveling, and it started going up. We took our losses or wins, whatever. But then it started to happen this, like price just started to go sideways and with bad momentum. So by this time, I was not trading this market anymore. It was just going, keep on going, and then by the presence of this pin and the sideways action, I was like, I'm not trying this anymore. It's losing momentum, but it hasn't lost it yet because we need to remember that two pins is loss of momentum. Okay, but at the same time, it has a true momentum because there's no presence of two pins. It's just one, and that's totally okay. That means there is still momentum, but it's kind of getting weak. And then we had this sideways action. And by this time we say, okay, yeah, no, thank you. I'm not interested in trading this anymore because it's not good. It's not good. So when this happened, right here, I needed to consider this to be a tradable asset, but I considered it up until the next candle. Let's hide all the drawings for a second. Like instead of considering it here, I considered the trade here, and that led me to losing a trade, and that's very bad. I think. Yeah, yeah. I should have considered this, not this. And I'll explain you why. Because by this time, there is true momentum. We only need, we deemed it not good because it had sideways momentum. But at this time, at this exact time, it has true momentum because it doesn't have, it has a great momentum and it has not presented the the two consecutive pins. So that means there is momentum and there is one-sided because it's not going sideways anymore. So right here, I should have said, okay, it's in right conditions to be traded now. But but uh, I said, okay, if this passes right here, I will have to put a pin here and then it's not tradable. But that's if that happens. If that happens. And my mistake was just saying, okay, but if it happens, well, it's gonna be a pin and then it's gonna not gonna be tradable. And I didn't trade it because of it. But it's an if. I assumed that it was gonna pause there and it didn't. It just kept going. And that was my mistake. I overlooked a market that was tradable and deemed it not tradable. until it proven to me that it had more strength. And that's very bad because I missed an opportunity to take a trade. And guess what? That missed trade led to a win. So I need to remember the process of actually applying my system and unlabeling when it's tradable, when it's not, when do my rules apply. So I'm gonna write them here quickly. Like the C context, C rules. The C rules of the context is it's one-sidedness, sideness, and true momentum that I'm and pins are implicit. So we have the one-sided that right here we had true momentum but not one side, so we don't trade anymore. Right here we had one-sided. It regained its one-sidedness, and the true momentum was always present throughout all this move. So by this time it had two: true momentum and one-sidedness. And I deemed it that it hadn't a one-sided movement when it did, and I didn't trade it. So let's see the trade I missed because of that. So it actually paused here on the 6th of May. Okay, 6th of May. We didn't trade in the morning because that's the first the within the candle, but after 6 o'clock it's a candle, and we had a trade available here when this was the move down before the move up. This was a move up. This a buy stop. We buy stop it. We put our ATR on 133. Yeah, 133. Price just goes. We take, let's just do this quickly. Like, yeah, plus 2 point. Let's do the math. I'm gonna do it on the phone because it, for me, it's faster. 5.45 divided by 2, that's plus 2.7. Plus 2.7. Okay. Then when do we? Then it just goes. I put another one here. 5. Yeah, I close another thing here. It's 5. 7.46. 7.46. Let's see this. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. That's plus 1.96, and the last thing it's on the recent low here. We put it. Okay, yeah. I think we wake up to. No, I would have stayed up. To see them if I'm already doing that. And yeah, would have 6.17 divided by 2, that's 1.54. So doing the sum, that gives us a total of 6.1 RR that I missed because I deemed it untradable when it really was tradable. That's a mistake that I need to fix because I missed a trade because of that. But yeah, the other trade that we took, we already saw it, the entry on JPN225. on the day 8 was this one. It we entered at we entered at 11 p.m. and it delivered throughout all the night, and we woke up to this, and it was very good, and we managed the trade, and we closed it to be a 5.35. Yeah, so I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put my other winning trade here that I didn't took it, but it's part of my system, and this helps me learn. Like, this is the reason for doing the videos, to keep me accountable for the mistakes I make, for the system that I'm supposed to apply, and to remember what is my common mistakes, to never repeat them again. It's a new thing for me to have this structured way of following my rules, but it's a very good way to keep me accountable and to apply my system and to be a better trader. So I'm just gonna lock this very quickly, and yeah, I wished I would have taken this trade on Wednesday, but I didn't. That's too bad. That improved my expectancy, improved everything. And this is the same context, it won't change anything, I think. That's not gonna show anything. I'm gonna put it like this, just to have a different perspective or a different image. And that's it. I mean, fuck, we missed that trade, but this is the reason we make mistakes, to learn from them and not um do them again soon. Okay, let's keep on this going. I'm a little bit sad that I noticed that I missed that trade, but I mean, I had a win. I had a win, and I had a good win. It's just I could have doubled my winnings this week by just um applying my rules, and I didn't apply them correctly. So now that I know how to apply them, I will not let that happen again for me. And yeah, let's keep this going. Let's not remember that we took a win. We took a win, and we should be happy. We're applying our system every single day. So I think that's it for the recap for day 9. It's Friday. That's the reason I'm doing this video a little bit early, because I always do it on the night. And now that it's end of the Friday at 5 p.m. Well, it actually, the trading days ends at 4 p.m. But I'm doing this recap at 5 p.m. And yeah, we just have to wait for Sunday to come up and see what happens on Sunday, and if we can get any follow-ups on this trending market on JPN225, and if we can get a pullback on and a reset on the Nasdaq, so it doesn't keep getting overextended. And that's it. Bye.